man eftir hljóðinu, þegar viðurinn splundraðist, ýlfrinu í vindinum og öldu skellum í andliti mínu. Húð mín fraus úr kulda, sem var ólíkur öllu sem ég hafði áður upplifað, og skipið okkar sökk. Í vægðarlausu djúpi sjávarins tók hálf gegnsætt net ránar við mér. Ég var dregin dýpra og dýpra í átt að gyðju sjávarins. Dauðinn var kominn til að sækja mig. Baráttuvilji sálar minnar myndi ekki nægja til að slökkva þorsta ránar í bráðsynni. Myrkri kom, en þegar ég vaknaði var ég ekki í höll þangs og beina, heldur í kyrrð og þögn.
Alright folks, this is Blood of Asaheim, Sons of Fenris, Krakentooth, Longfang, whatever other names I go by these days. I should just start calling myself the artist formerly known as, pick one of those names. This is a game I played through recently. I got it the other day. It's called Jotun, based on Norse mythology, and I thought I would just do maybe one video of the first area to sort of give you an idea of what it's like, and to try and just show you guys this nice little indie game and maybe consider picking it up yourselves. So controls are simple enough. You've got your joystick controls. I'm using a 360 pad, by the way. Your A button is your roll. You can do two quick swings with the X button, and your Y button lines up a massive power attack. So there you go. Now this is our main character here. This is Thora. She is a Viking warrior. Still not too sure about the horns and the helmet thing, but I'll let it go since this is a bit more mythological and stuff like that. So on we go on our adventure then. Up to the first vista. So this game to me is a really interesting art style, and I really like it. Just little bits of illustration in the background, and it just looks like such a kind of deep world we're jumping into, and I really appreciate that. And for an indie team, this is really impressive. So we'll just start crossing this rope bridge.
Yggdrasil, tenging hinna nýju heima, gullfallegur.
This is actually my second time trying to record this. The first time I think my dog heard my voice, and he's in his kind of crate downstairs, and he just started freaking out. So we'll, you're just hoping that won't happen again. But yeah, as she said, that is the tree Yggdrasil that connects up all the worlds of the Norse religion, the Norse mythology. And I'll stay quiet here because I think... Yep.
Þegar hún hefur verið fundin, ræður þú hvort þú heldur áfram að kanna svæðið eða snýrð aftur í ginnungagap.
So, there we go. The mysterious voice commanding us. And as it says there, positive view map. Now, I'm not too keen on this map purely because it doesn't show where you are exactly on it. You can roughly guess when you start an area where you are. It will usually have a wee icon that will tell you where you start from, but on bigger maps it's easier to get lost, I feel. So, there's that, but I'll let that one go because the rest of the game's solid. So, we'll keep moving. Also, I'm not sure how I feel about hacking at the roots of the world tree. And here's our first obstacle. Kind of nasty swamp place. These flowers here that spring out will protect you from the clouds of poison, so once we find ourselves an opening I'll try and run across this. Oh, sugar. There's that evasive roll coming in handy just to boost me along there, and if I hang about that flower it'll keep me safe for a second. So, strange ghostly figure, and then the wee plinth here lights up. And each area of the game has a different sort of obstacle and style, so nothing gets too stale unless you're like me to start dying all the time and have to beat your head off a wall. So keep moving up. Also, I like the wee shadow when you're actually behind something. That really comes in handy with the bosses in this game that are like 100 times the size of you. And this is our I don't know how to put it. This is like our first aid station, basically. You regain all your health and magical abilities when you use this, but it only works once per map, unless you have to retry.
Hinn helgi mýmisbrunnur, þar sem ég fórnaði auga mínu, mun endurnýja bæði líf þitt og krafta.
So there is your first clue on who is speaking to you there. If you know your Norse mythology, and to be fair, I'm pretty sure this is mentioned in the Marvel films recently as well, and you'll of course know it from seeing the Marvel films, Odin has only one eye, the other one's gone. He sacrificed it for knowledge, and I didn't know it had to do with Mimir and the well, but you know, there you go, I knew about that part at least. It's actually a bit sad that I've kind of lost all the knowledge that I had on Norse mythology and runes. But here we go with the ancient barrow here. Now, as you can see, there's two routes here branch off from it. So I'd say that the swirly symbol there is the well, and the almost the rune itself with the two arrows facing away from each other is the barrow itself. You can see we've got two routes there up to two different items and then a large item in the middle. So we'll go left this time. I did go right the first time, but I fancy a wee change. And the route on the left's a bit more annoying anyway. So let's do this. Close. The poison is really ridiculous actually. It will just reduce your health to nothing in a few seconds. Also like that these areas, they kind of prepare you for the boss. They've got a sort of similar theme to them. Oh sugar. Well, that poison wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but there we go. It's the first time I think I've said sugar in years as well. Usually I just swear all the time. Right, so we've made it this far. And there is the first statue we find. So we have been granted our first power. Which I think is, yep.
Hilsi þér frigg, drottning Áskars, gyðja fæðingar og visku.
So there we go, we have a healing spell, and I love the voice acting being in, I believe it's Norwegian but I might be wrong, so we'll just say Scandinavian sort of area language. If we go up here we find a tree with a golden apple. Which gives us a little bit more health. Overall.
Á ferðum þínum mun Iðunn, verndari gullnu eplana og eilífrar æsku, aðstoða þig. Finndu ávexti hennar til að lengja líf þitt.
So this is the only way you actually see the gods in this kind of statue form. Also really like the detail in this, having the tree, or the small sapling in the hands like that. Just nice touches like that. And these little paving stones here, just to remind you this is the path you should be on. And there's our first enemy. Oh. You can see there it casts a little shadow as it attacks, so you know roughly where it's going to be, although I'll still get hit because I'm not the best at games. So I'm just going to try and avoid these guys. There's no real bonus to killing them because you don't get a reward for it or anything like that, and you'd rather, you know, keep your health. So I'll head over here and get this one, and then that happens. I'm going to need to fight my way back up to the swamp because I forgot to get the wee plinth that's up there. Sugar. This is my first time actually trying to record a game, so I do apologise that I'm going to be a bit forgetful and things because I'm trying to make sure to actually speak and hope that people can actually understand my speech, because I've got a habit of speaking too quickly and all the words running together, so plus with the accent it probably doesn't help either. Right, so must be up the top there. Dodge around. I do not like weaving my way in between these, I'd rather just be at a flower. There we go. Perfect.
Máttur dísanna ætti að rjúfa innsigli grafíksins.
So yeah, again, nice little clue from Thora herself to let you know what's going on. Really glad for that sometimes in this game. And if I keep running like hell, and once that one disperses, can I just make a straight run back? Not quite. Oh, maybe. Excellent. So here we go. All three of the little plinths here.
Vita hvað dvelur í þessum hraun.
And here is our first enemy, or boss, sort of mid-boss, just to give you a hang of how it works. Oh, this music's great as well. I need to buy the soundtrack for this. And here's the first enemy. I believe this is actually a Draugr, an actual Norse Draugr rather than the ones you'll see in something like Skyrim. And he's not all too difficult until I hit him a few times. And he starts to get a little bit bigger. Now, I believe in Norse mythology, from what I've read, the Draugr are kind of interesting. They often can't be harmed with physical weapons like a sword, an axe or a spear. And I think there's at least a few stories of someone having to literally like just wrestle them barehanded back into their burial mounds. And they used to, according to, I think it was a Wikipedia article I read years ago, people would often take the casket or the body of the person that they're interring in the mound. They'd put them in the grave backwards so they didn't know their way back out again. And I'm trying to talk and fight at the same time, it's not quite working. It's a little bit almost Dark Souls-y, where you're using your evasion just to get past the strikes. Oh, no one. There we go.
Megi þessi signi dauði veita þér endanlegan frið.
And everything's rumbling. So I'll just to show you guys that I'll just use a heal spell now anyway. And there we go, all our health back. And here is the rune we're after. Apologies if that was a little bit loud, it wasn't my headphones.
Skóar Jötunsinn sem myndar heild með náttúrunni. Haltu áfram að kanna svæðið eða snúðu aftur í Ginnungagap.
So, yep, this was obviously inside the barrow, and I really like the detail of having the ship there and the axes and shields that would be placed in the grave along with the person to help them in Valhalla. So, on we go. And this is Ginnungagap. My pronunciation of that's probably terrible, but as you can see we can't really go anywhere yet.
Máttugu jötnum þarftu að finna rúnirnar sem eru faldar víðsvegar ríkin. Sigraðu jötnana og sannaðu þig fyrir goðanum.
And I wish Odin would give me a minute to speak here. I'm actually waiting another second here just in case he starts talking again. But that gives us the outline of what is happening. You go into the area, find the rune that unlocks the door to the boss, effectively. And what you're doing is killing off these Jotun, or defeating them I should say, I don't know if you can really kill them off. And once you defeat them, you can find your place in Valhalla. Or thought I can, I should say. And here's our first boss door, complete with a sort of white mist, much like Dark Souls actually. You'll also see that they call this Gunun Gagap, or just the Void. I believe this must be the space between the 9 worlds, so that's why we're kind of in this sort of floating platform in space. And here we go. Very still and silent.
Rún uppskeru, frjósemi og jarðar.
I forgot that as well, but when you enter a boss area, Thora tends to actually tell you what that, like Yera, as she said there, sort of tells you what they are the god or the Jotun of. So I found that quite interesting. And here is Yera. Again, great music. This is where the art style really comes into its own, I feel. The boss designs are all really unique and interesting in this game, and hitting Yera is not really that fun. Is that even no? Oh, trapped behind her arm. This isn't. That's not good. Now, as I said, the bosses in this are slightly Dark Souls like, so I'll hopefully not die to this one. But if I do, I'll if I can find some editing software, I'll just kind of fast forward through it or just cut it out completely. Oh, I got the stun, good. And then that opens up the belly button to the flower inside. And I'll do a lot more damage using that. And then she does the poison mist thing, like I said earlier, sort of the area before each boss will teach you a little bit about how they work. And I apologise that I'm not talking there, I'm trying to concentrate. Oh god, I thought this might be easier that I finished the game, but nope. There is a couple of bosses in this game where I kind of knew the rhythm but I wasn't getting it right, and like Dark Souls, you know it's your fault and it's not the game being unfair. You just have to learn and keep going. Oh, you're doing more moves this time. Ah, sugar. Oh no. All the way that she just stares at you vacantly sometimes when you're attacking her as well. Bloody hell, give me a chance to hit you. I'm not even going to go for that because I would not get there in time. I'm better just giving her a hit. And this is where it gets interesting. Well, I say interesting, a pain in the arse at this point. Damn, I was hoping I could get this power swing off before. Can I get this in time? No. I thought I could get my timing right and maybe hit her as soon as she puts her hands back down, but she didn't that time. great, even more vines. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit. I'm not going for that. I'll just hit you here. Oh, come on, put your hands back down. Oh, sugar. Shit, 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 shit. But the scale of these battles is great. I'm getting wrecked by these vines, unfortunately. Can I get back up? Oh, there's that rook came back at the wrong time. I'm really glad you can cancel out that big overhead swing with a roll as well. The amount of times I would have been absolutely buggered if I couldn't do that. I cannot even imagine it. Can I get the last strike on her and just take her out? Yep.
Þú hefur áunnið þér hilli goðanna.
Ég heiti Þóra og ég var fædd til að berjast. 9 stormasömmum nóttum eftir fæðingu mín nefndi faðir minn mig eftir þrumuguðinn. Faðir minn var höfðingi þorpsins. Ásamt bróður mínum og áhöfn þeirra sigldi hann um höfin á stærðarinnar langskipi og ávann sér bæði ríkidæmi og vegsemd. Mér var kennt að berjast á unga aldri. Viska móður minnar, hugrekki föður míns og sögurnar af goðunum veittu mér innblástur til að verða hinn fullkomni bardagamaður. Þegar ég hafði aldur til, gaf faðir minn mér mína ástkæru exi og hleypti mér borð í langskip sitt.
And there is our hero's story. Starting off, we'll get, I believe, a piece of that each time we defeat a boss and come back to the void. And this is our main mission hub. You'll see here, this is the area we just beat with Yera there. And we've got another area here and another couple. If we hit the start button now, I believe that'll be Hugin and Munin there, Odin's Ravens. And if I can just head back to the middle before I cut this off, there's all the things we need to get. So there are 4 more runes that need to be collected, and I believe the centre is just the last boss, which I'm not going to spoil. So that's it as for my recording. So I really hope you enjoyed this. Hope you'll pick up the game. It's only, I believe, in Steam, in Great British pounds, it is £10.99. Might still be going on a sale for, I think it was about £9, as a a release day sale sort of thing. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you want me to do more, I'll be posting this up on Allies Index and Tumblr, and obviously I'll be posting it on YouTube. If you enjoyed it, let me know, and I might do some more in the future with a slightly better recording setup. So yep, see you guys later.